Hi, I'm Malavali, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about sequence diagram, collaboration diagram, activity diagram and the software requirement specification SRS. First is the sequence diagram. Is the interaction diagram that model dynamically communicate with the object with specific system or another object. The word sequence specify that it communicate in a sequential order over time. In this, the communication is between the actors or object through lifelines. The notation used in the sequence diagram are actor, lifeline, and message. Actor is nothing but the user, system, subsystem, usually dedicated in box or a particular person. Next is the lifeline. Lifeline is indicated by the vertical line representing the existence of the object over time. Each lifeline indicates that each lifeline indicates that the object is live for a certain period of time. Next is the message. Message is nothing but the communication between the two objects. The messages are sent between the objects through lifelines. The type of messages are synchronized message, asynchronous message, self message, create message, delete message, reply message. First is the synchronized message. Synchronized message we also say as the one-way communication. In this, one object or one particular lifeline interact with another lifeline, but it does not get any reply. We call that type of message a synchronized message. Asynchronous message a two-way communication. In this, the communication, the sender and the receiver communicate with each other. Next is the self message. If the object interact with itself, we say it as the self message. Create message is to provide uh, participant alert, like alert message. Creating messages is like an alert message. Next is the delete message. If the communication between the two is not needed and not important, then we can delete these type of messages. Next is the reply messages. Reply messages, if one object question another object, it provide the answer through reply messages. The example of the sequence diagram is here we take objects or actors as borrower, checkout item form, checkout item controller, title item librarian. First we enter the criteria, then we search the criteria. The search criteria goes to the search out controller. Then the search out controller get matching criteria and return to the search checkout items, and these are then updated to the borrower. Then the borrower provide the details. These details are updated with the title, and these title are then returned to the borrowers. The information is shared to the borrowers. Then he enter the title. These are checked out whether it is available or not. Then these are checked in the machines and are notified to the librarian. Okay. Next is the collaborative diagram. We say it as an interactive diagram because if we draw the sequence diagram, we can automatically generate the collaborative diagram. We specifically refer it as the communication diagram because it interacts with each object to achieve specific task or scenario within the system. The notation of the collaboration diagram or object are connected by line indicating the message passing between the object or systems. Multiple objects are represented by double rectangle if the interaction is done within the system. Next is the actor, used for indicating the involvement of interacting with the system or subsystems. Next is the message and self message. The communication between the object or Multiple objects are done using messages. Self messages to if one object communicate with itself, we use self messages. Links are used to connect the one object with another object. We have discussed this in the sequence diagram. As I said earlier, if we draw the sequence diagram, we can generate the collaboration diagram. The same has been given here: borrower, checkout items, checkout item controller, item, librarian, and title. I have provided the explanation over there. It is same as that only. Here I will check the criteria. These are passed to the system and these are then updated to the librarian. Next is the activity diagram. It is nothing but it specifies the flow of the control step by step, and also it specifies how it works in the concurrent and sequential in the same order. The notations of the activity diagram are initial state. The initial state indicates the start of an activity diagram. Next is the activity state. Activity state is nothing but the execution of the action or object between each states. Next is the action flow or control flow. Action flow or control flow is nothing but the which connect one or more activity state. Next is the decision node or branching. This is the decision making system. It takes the decision and provide positive and negative. That is, it says the yes or no answer. Next is the guard. Guard is nothing but the decision node of arrow, which indicates the statement written for the next decision. Next is the fork. Fork is nothing but the after the decision after the decision state it collects the decision and goes for the comparison of two or more activity states. Next is join. In this, after the decision made in the fork, these are joined for the better results. Merge is nothing but it work in between the fork and join to merge the result. Next is the time event. Time event represents uh, the time taken to take the decision and to pass the control between the two activity states. Next is the swing lance. Swing lance is nothing but grouping the related activity in one column. In this, it groups one column or in one row. Here is an example for the activity diagram. We start the state, we enter the book code and check whether the book is available or not. In this decision, it checks if the book is available, it update to the member with the member code. If it is not available, means it end in the final state. Then here we do the activity only for the positive. We leave the negative. That is sorry, we perform only for us, and for else we stop, we terminate the activity diagram. Next, the member code are then validated for the next step. Here it checks whether the member is valid or not. If it's not valid, it is terminated. If it is valid, it checks the number of book issued to this member. If they have maximum book, it is terminated, or else the transition process is started. It add the book, and these books are updated in the system. This and with the member details, and then the book is issued to the members. Thank you.